Hi there, this is Nneka and you are on MalcolmMusic. Stay tuned.
Ich bin total aufgeregt. I'm very excited. We have Nneka today here. She is one of the biggest superstars that hails from Nigeria. Most people might know her by her hit Heartbeat, but she has released 3 studio albums, is that correct?
Yes.
3 studio albums and a compilation for the American market. And we both have something in common. We will find out soon. First of all, how are you? How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm fine. How are you?
You're fine. I'm good. You like Munich?
Well, yeah. Sort of.
Sort of?
Yeah, kind of.
What do you not like about Munich?
The weather is better than other places in Germany.
Okay. We are here for Music for Goals, which is a concert, I use the microphone, which is a concert that promotes anti-discrimination and it's against racism. It's the 5th annual time that it is happening. You've been here previously. Tell us about your previous experience and let the people know what is Music for Goals, what does it stand for? Nneka fans that still don't know what it is.
So basically, I think, as you already mentioned, 5 years ago is when Music for Goals started. And as you already mentioned as well, it's an anti-racism movement whereby we use sports as a means to raise awareness on the topic of racial discrimination, and at the same time also bring different cultures together to prove to the world or show the world basically that there is no need for diversity or segregation amongst tribes, culture, religion, etc., etc. And music, on the other hand, should also benefit the entire movement by spreading the word faster. So I decided to participate the first time because I felt it was one of the causes that I also, as a person, as an artist, as a musician, as a Nigerian, that I also support. As of now, I also have my own NGO that is partially collaborating with Music for Goals.
Oh, really?
On this program that's basically I'm just
presenting us
from the side, where called the ROPE Foundation. ROPE, which stands for Reach Out, Promote, Empower, and founded by Heimat Nigeria, who is from Liberia, and myself. Ahmed has worked with child soldiers before. I myself decided to take it back to Africa by using music as a platform to raise awareness on critical social issues, or also use the NGO or music, arts, poetry as a platform for people that we target, whether they be women, whether it be challenged kids, to express themselves towards their surrounding and towards the issues that they are going through. We tend to work specifically in areas where areas that are critically or socially challenged.
Isn't that the case everywhere though, or is it? Because one could assume, or one could argue that everywhere there are social problems. It's just not the same.
Our own is, as in basic, but we're focusing on mainly communities or societies that have a lot to do with corrupt political leaders, or where the problem is mainly coming from above due to corruption, which is mainly the problem of Africa. So our last workshop was done in Sierra Leone, where there was a war of recent, and we work with war-affected women and sexually abused. So basically, those are the type of things we do. I mean, obviously, there's that everywhere around the world. That's why we decided to partner up with music for goals. But everywhere it's a different type of war. Would I be physical? Would I be spiritual? Would I be in the mind? You know, it's similar battles, obviously.
You talked about corruption, and you hail from a country that people usually associate with corruption. It's that stereotype about Nigeria. My father, he's also Nigerian. He's an Igbo man, and I reckon you're also from Wari. How do you feel about politics and Goodluck, Jonathan, and what is going on in Nigeria right now? And what is your stance on it, on the situation? And also with so many differences with that we hear about the terrorist groups, something about Boko Haram. Have you dealt with these things? Have you thought about these things? And what is your opinion on it?
Obviously, this is one of our major problems of Nigeria is due to tribal separation, more or less. Boko Haram has been a problem for about 4 years or longer now, or less. I think less anyway. Subsidiary or sister group of, they say, the Taliban. We don't really know. It could also be financed by the government himself or itself, just to sabotage the presence of Goodluck Jonathan. So there are many rumors about the cult Boko Haram. It's not only Boko Haram alone. Before Boko Haram, we also had other issues. So, and we still have those issues. Fact is, Nigeria is not just. Obviously, we have that aspect of corruption, which has been an ongoing problem of Africa in general and the world outside as well. So you can't, it's just that it's very obvious to see in places as Africa, because Africa has always been picked upon anyway. So there is corruption in the United States, there is corruption here in Europe. It's just that people just handle it in a different manner, or they approach it in a different way. So you understand. Africa has always been considered as a third world, would always be sort of treated as a third world and picked upon and seen as a third world. So that is why it is so obvious that there's corruption within Africa. But not only that alone, there are many things that have changed in the meantime, especially in Nigeria. I moved back to Nigeria approximately 7 years ago, and from my perspective, my point of view, the last 3 years things have changed, especially in the sector of the positioning of women in politics, people who are now becoming more bold enough to go into to be more bold enough to speak about the issues that concern them. People don't want to live in fear anymore. People have always been forced to respect the system by living in fear, but people are becoming more bold enough, to stress the issues. The Occupy Nigeria movement, due to the oil subsidy removal last year, was one of the biggest movements that I have experienced in my stay and my life in Nigeria. And for you to have different tribes come together, regardless of their religion, regardless of the way they look, be in one place and stress the issues of the country in a non-violent manner. That is something that you hardly or barely have in Nigeria, and it happened. So I also see the positive side